Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
And hey, here are a couple delicious things to eat. It's your hosts.
It's your boys.
It's your boys. Eat them up. Welcome to your Tuesday show. We're not doing a baby this week. Well,
Maybe?
a little bit.
Maybe a little. A baby, baby?
If you, I don't know what
Fetus?
this little pinching motion I'm doing is.
Are you pinching?
If you
little...
twist my nipple hard enough, maybe I'll tell you if we're doing a baby. No.
No. Come on.
Well, Rob and I, we're averaging about 2 hours of sleep a night between us because we got the news wire going at all times.
Yeah, guys, we have to. I don't know how Dan's apartment looks, but mine has telephones set up all over the place. I have a wall with clocks telling me the time in every time zone, and
just in case you need to know.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's not. That stuff is not for anything in particular.
One of these days, you're going to get to the bottom. You're going to get to the bottom of how it can be 8 o'clock a.m. in one place and 2 o'clock p.m. in another.
Yeah, I don't get that.
It's driving him mad, folks.
Yeah. But that's not what we're here. We're not talking about time zones.
We're talking about two things. Extra and extra.
Breaking news.
Breaking booze.
Ooh.
That's not boo like a ghost because of horror. It's booze because Stephen King is a recovering alcoholic.
Alcoholic?
Yeah. And what's scarier than your demons?
That's right.
Booze.
I mean, yeah. He broke all those booze bottles because he didn't want to drink them anymore.
That's right.
Breaking booze.
Breaking boogie. Man. How about that?
That's right.
So we're here this week talking about a trailer which just dropped.
Yes.
And something we'd been preparing for a few weeks in advance. We're waiting for this trailer.
We've known this is coming for a long time.
We didn't find out, say, by contrast, Googling right before we started recording.
Right. We definitely did not find this out 2 minutes before hitting record. And we definitely, we've watched the trailer many times at this point. Mm-hmm. We know it pretty well. So...
All right. Let's come clean about one thing.
Uh-oh.
We haven't watched the trailer yet. We're going to live react it on the pod here.
Right.
But everything Rob and I said up to that point was true.
Yeah. We're not liars. You're a fucking liar.
You're a fucking liar. Okay. So what do we got here? We got the
not breaking booze. Oh. Me.
So Rob.
Yeah.
The Boogeyman.
Yes.
You know it, you love it. It's where does it fall on our baby rankings? Do you have the spreadsheet open per chance?
Yeah, of course I have the spreadsheet open.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Are you talking? You want the story? We're just talking about the written word.
Well, let's talk about both.
Let's talk both. All right. Well, for the short film that we watched, Dan, you had that at your number 7 spot, and I had it in my number 8 spot. So it's a top 10er.
It's a top 10er, and the story maybe a little lower.
A little less.
I want to say,
yeah.
A little less so.
Yeah. The you had it at your on your list at 14, and I had it at 10.
Okay. So
you hated it significantly more than I did.
I want to set that story on fire for sure. Which is why I'm so excited to talk about a feature-length adaptation of The Boogeyman, the story of a guy who's kind of a bastard whose kids keep dying. Is that a fair synopsis?
Yeah, that's what happens.
He's in therapy. He is telling his therapist about the mysterious deaths of his kids. He blames it on a boogeyman, sort of a creature that it drains one of his kids of its blood or something. I don't know.
Yeah, something.
Something like that. He uses the N-word a couple times. That's the thing maybe I remember most about the story, unfortunately. You just hate to see it.
Right.
So,
yeah.
This adaptation is slated for theatrical release on June 2nd, 2023.
Dan,
Yeah.
you know what else was slated for release on June 2nd, 1983? Ya boy.
Yeah, that's right. Let's all go to the NICU. Let's all go to the NICU. Let's all go to the NICU to save that baby's life.
Pretty good. Gross.
Yeah, really gross. Okay.
No, so this year, I got a real Sophie's choice here. If I want to go to the movies on my birthday this year, I have to choose between the Boogeyman, which is technically like part of my job here, or
the Boogeyman at the horse track, which is your full-time job.
Right. That's yeah. That's
Sorry,
where I
what were
make
you going to
most of
say?
my money. I was going to say the new Into the Spider-Verse movie also comes out on June 2nd. I'm going to say it's not going to be as good as the Boogeyman, but might be close.
Spider-Man?
Yeah.
That movie is going to be so good.
I know.
I can't wait. I truly cannot wait. We're not talking about that today. We're not talking about the Spidey Man.
Yeah, we'll talk about that off air.
I'm going to
watch
propose
that trailer though. That's pretty good.
Yeah, we should. Maybe we do it after we're done with this.
That's a fun one just for us.
Yeah, we'll put that behind the paywall or something. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm sorry to say we're talking about the Boogeyman this week.
Right.
It is. What do we got? Directed by the guys behind A Quiet Place, the trad propaganda film A Quiet Place. Yes.
It's directed by Rob Savage, who has also directed the movie Host, which was that in 2020 it was that horror movie it was like over Zoom. You know, it was like that Zoom-based horror movie. I didn't actually watch it, but I heard positive things about it.
You know what's funny is he seems to have a thing with because in 2021 he directed a movie called Dashcam, which is similarly not a traditional camera. You know what I mean? It's a live stream.
He's got like I think he has issues being in the same room as his actors. Maybe?
Oh, that could be it. He doesn't like to impose. He doesn't like to impose on people.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. This seems to be shot in the style of a traditional movie, which I'm sure is a challenge. Rob, real quick, where are you at on A Quiet Place?
It's I don't know, man. It's like
not so
fine.
hot. It's not so hot.
No, it's not. It's like I don't know, I didn't see the sequel. I mean, it's like pretty dumb, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
you know, it's like kind of a dumb movie, right? And you know, they're like, I know, there are some fun aspects to it, but I would say for the most part, not really my cup of tea.
Yeah, this conception that Jim from The Office has of himself as like an alpha male, right? His whole post-office career has been him trying to rebrand as like a man with muscles.
You know, it's so it feels like, so back in like the late 90s, Jason Statham was in Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels and Snatch, right?
Oi, I was in Snatch.
Oh,
I was snatching Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. Wasn't I? Wasn't I?
in it.
Wasn't I? You look at the screen. Tell me I'm not in that video. Go on. Who's that bald fella? That's me, right? That's Jason S. That's me.
Jason S.
Jason S.
But so like I saw Lock, Stock, and then I saw Snatch, and I was like, oh, I like these like British actors in these movies, right? And then from that point on,
Thanks,
Jason
love.
Statham. What's that?
Oh, I said thanks, love.
Oh,
For saying
okay.
you love me in the movie.
You're welcome, Jason
Right.
S.
Right.
That's pretty close to Jason X, which is Jason in space. So that has nothing to do with you, right?
You know what I would have called that
Has
movie?
Jason Statham ever gone to space?
Jason
If not, he
Spatham. Isn't it? Isn't it?
Isn't it?
Yes or no? Isn't it?
No, but I just remember at the time thinking it was weird that he was like making this turn into action movies, and that's basically all he's done for the past like 25 years is just nonstop action movies. And I still kind of think of him as like a kind of funny British actor from the Guy Ritchie crime movies.
Yeah.
And that's really how I think of fucking Jim from The Office. What's his name? Like, I don't care how many fucking Red Octobers you find or whatever the fuck your Patriot games you play. I do not care. You are Jim from The Office with the stupid fucking shaggy haircut that looks in the camera like
him like just like breaking a
yes, snapping neck.
a South
And then-
American water protector's neck and then looking at the camera like
I mean, honestly, that's the kind of show I could kind of get on board with. if that was the show that
him snapping necks and then looking at the camera.
yeah, if it was like an Office style show, but it was him as like this whatever assassin. What is that show that he's on?
He's like, I forget what it's called. Is it Jack?
Yeah.
Jack? It's Ryan or
Is it
Reacher?
Ryan?
Jack
It's
Ryan.
not. Yeah, it's not Reacher. Yeah, it's Ryan. Fucking yeah.
It should be called Jack Reacher because him playing that type of guy is a reach.
It's a stretch, buddy.
Jack Reachin'. How about that? Oi, I'm Jack Reachin'.
Yeah, I mean,
Jack the Reacher.
Oi, extra, read all about it. Jack the Reacher strikes again.
That's right. This one's way out of my comfort zone.
All right, wait, what the fuck are we talking about here?
I'll be
on this
reading for the
episode?
role of little girl with pigtails, won't I? Yes or no? Won't I? Won't I?
We are very far off topic here.
How do we? I feel like the only way out is through.
Okay.
Just kidding. Okay, let's bring it back. So,
All right, The Boogeyman.
the
Being
Boogeyman.
released June 2nd of this year. Getting
So, as we noted,
this definitely does feel like how last year they released like Firestarter, and nobody really found out about that until like a month before. Similar vibe here.
yeah, this is like beginning of summer, like kind of pre-summer, really, June 2nd. This
Yeah.
ain't no blockbuster. This is just sort of like June is a bit January January round 2 for movies, isn't it?
Kind of.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
Well, yeah. I mean, like the summer blockbusters, they started like expanding out. So like sometimes they would be before Memorial Day, but then I feel like in the last few years with COVID and everything, there have been like less of that. They've like, I don't know, tightened up. And the only big movies they really, obviously it's like these huge, $200 million things.
We're not saying the word Marvel.
I mean, we can say Marvel. It's DC also. It's like, which is like, I DC has got an issue with their fucking actors, man. they have got a big problem over there. So, fucking, we all know Ezra Miller, right? His whole thing just going on like a nationwide natural born killers style, like crime rampage.
Yeah.
And DC's like, we're still fucking releasing the movie. I don't care what he does. And then Shazam comes out, and The Rock is like, actually, Shazam, or not Shazam, fucking, was it Black Adam?
Black Adam.
Yeah. Actually, Black
Adam.
Adam is the most powerful superhero in the DC universe, more powerful than Superman. They're probably going to base the entire DCU on Black Adam.
Beloved character, Black Adam.
Yeah. And then like a day later or whatever, or it was probably all at the same time, but James Gunn, was taking over the DCU, and he has like big changes planned, right? And then just like yesterday or the day before, Zachary Levi, the guy who plays Shazam, right? Who was
that guy.
Chuck, right?
Yep.
He came out with like some anti-vax kind of stuff, and he's like this Christian Trump kind of guy.
Sure, yeah. You know what's funny too is like the only difference between Marvel and DC is just like the clamp down, like the ability to wrangle them, because like as everyone knows, Chris Pratt is like he's like Major League Baseball pitcher levels of Christian nationalist. He is.
Yeah, no, he is. He belongs. I don't know the name of the church, but he's part of that like church out in LA. That's like
the Justin Bieber church, right?
The right wing Christian church, where
One
he's
and the same?
It could be. I don't know what Bieber's vibe.
There's like a cool church where your pastor has distressed jeans.
I don't
know what it's called.
I don't think Pratt's part of the cool church.
Okay.
But exactly, you got Pratt. I mean, like, fucking. There's a ton. I mean, these Marvel movies, obviously, they've gone on for long enough. But like, everybody has passed through the Marvel system at some point now. It feels like every actor in Hollywood has walked on set, and for the most part, they keep them pretty wrangled, pretty under control.
Yeah.
And
meanwhile, DC by contrast, cast a fucking a former IDF soldier as Wonder Woman, just like really inviting trouble.
That's another one. Another one.
Yeah, it's all bad.
Oh my god! And I mean, besides her strong viewpoints politically, remember when
her
she
beautiful
did that,
singing voice?
Yeah, that beautiful song that she did. And just imagine all of the other people that don't live in a nice gated compound like I do during COVID lockdowns.
As bad as that was, who else? I saw another person sang a bunch of songs from their rich person compound and was applauded for it, and that's Bo Burnham. That ain't fair.
It's not. But he
again, he's like that is the like he is to Marvel as Gal Gadot and company is to DC, I guess.
Right.
You know what's interesting, actually?
What's that?
So we talked about John Krasinski.
Yes.
And Chris Pratt both being like weirdo reactionary right-wing freaks.
Yeah.
How about the mugging the camera on an NBC sitcom to right-wing reactionary pipeline there?
Oh.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
So Jim was more like, and Pratt was more like,
yeah.
I'm kind of dumb. Yeah, there you go.
That's my Pratt.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, Rob, we're 20 minutes in to the episode.
Yeah, we've barely said the name Stephen King.
Yeah, by the way, Boogeyman is a Stephen King short story that we read $1 Baby
Yeah,
One
it
of
was
our
Dollar Baby
earliest dollar
from-
babies.
Yeah, we did it a while ago. You could go back and listen on the main feed.
Mm-hmm.
You could listen to us talk about the short film, and then if you want to hear us talk about the short story, jump on over to the Patreon. Um, so this episode, the one we're recording right now, we're going to be talking about Boogeyman. Then we're going to talk about some of the other upcoming projects that seem to be coming down the line as far as Stephen King adaptations.
Absolutely. So, The Boogeyman. You mentioned directed by Rob Savage, which is
Yeah.
what I call you when you get a plate of wings in front of you, my man.
Yeah.
He's just tearing them apart. Okay. And
I
then
like the
it's
flats.
honestly, the flat is the thinking man's wing.
It
Sure.
really is.
I
It
don't want to
really
get
is.
into it too much.
No.
We got
Yeah,
stuff to do.
we got other
here.
stuff to do, but
Got
we're
a
on the
bit
same
of
page
chores.
there.
Yes. Okay.
That's why we host a podcast together.
That's what makes this show work. Can we do like a handshake? I don't know if the like me.
No, I gotta. Yeah.
Yes.
Hold on. There we go.
Okay.
I have my. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready? Go. No, forget it.
No, we
Okay.
did it. No, it worked.
That was when I mentioned we had business to tend to. That's why we couldn't talk about wings. That's what I meant. Okay, so
Right.
this Boogeyman, stars Sophie Thatcher from Yellow Jackets and Chris Messina from Birds of Prey. Hey, Birds of Prey.
It's a DC movie. That's a pretty good one.
Speaking
actually.
of, yeah, people like that one. I ain't
I
seen
like
it.
that one. Yeah, it was fun.
Have you seen Yellow Jackets? That's something
I have
know people
not.
are pretty sweet on as well.
I know. I hear it's pretty good.
All right, well, for
Mary
another
in
time.
Ireland. What has she been in? I feel like she was in Hell or High Water. That's a good movie. I like that.
Oh
one.
my god, that movie is so good. In fact,
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
What more to say?
That's it's a solid film.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the only other thing I cared to mention about it is sort of just like the synopsis, right? This is a feature-length adaptation of a short story.
Right, which
Seems like-
I like. I like
too.
when I think taking the short story, having that as some sort of like a start or a framework or whatever, and expanding out on that. You could go all kinds of places. You could do weird shit. Fucking Maximum Overdrive. Not a great movie, but weird. Weird movie.
Uh-huh. Definitely. So they do seem to be elaborating on the plot a little bit by
Sure.
comparison, right? So I'm going to read here from the trailer page. It says, high school student Sadie Harper and her younger sister Sawyer are reeling from the recent death of their mother and aren't getting much support from their father, Will, a therapist who is dealing with his own pain.
Oh, he's a therapist now too, huh?
Yeah. When a desperate patient unexpectedly shows up at their home seeking help, he leaves behind a terrifying supernatural entity that preys on families and feeds on the suffering of its victims. I kind of like it. It sounds a bit, what's it called? It follows off the bat a little bit
Yeah.
Ringu, you know?
Just
The
passing
curse.
the boogeyman down the line. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how about this, Rob? What if we watch the trailer?
Oh, can we do it?
I think we can do it. I'm going to give it a shot. I should have tested the sound before we did this, actually.
No, we're testing it right now.
That's right. Okay, here we go. Tell me if you can. Let me crank it. Tell me if you can hear this. Can you hear
I
it?
hear nothing, which is
You
okay.
gotta be.
It's fine.
I don't think so. You want me to leave the subtitles on for you?
Yeah, leave subtitles on.
Oh, this sucks.
No. You know what I'm going to do?
What?
All right. We're going to hit play at the same time. I'm going to watch it on my end on a different screen. It'll be fine. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, go. And on go, we're going to hit play. Ready?
Perfect. All right. You
One.
call it out.
1, 2, 3, go. All right.
Okay, get in here.
Just a knife.
All the lights. What are you scared of?
we all scared. Man.
I don't see anything. Okay, monster check complete.
Wow, way to minimize your daughter's feelings.
Yeah. All right, so we got the little girl holding like one of those
An
moon-
MOON. Oh, I don't like that.
No.
Okay, we got
I
a
don't
classic
like it.
case of. Oh no! All right, well, I'm out.
Well, scary. Dan's out.
It's time to change the subject of the show to something less frightening. Whoa!
Whoa,
Okay,
is that the
cool
upside
shot.
down?
This was produced by a Stranger Things guy, so yeah,
Oh,
I'm
really?
thinking it's upside down. It's the freaking
one duffer.
Oh my
A single.
god!
Oh,
Pretty
no.
good. Pretty
Yeah.
good.
Around forever.
Oh, this looks good. This looks like a
Yeah.
fun time at the cinema.
Hidden.
Is that Billie
creep.
Eilish? No.
Dark.
Just creepo eyes in the dark. I love that shit.
All those spooky monsters you think are hiding under your bed.
This is good to me.
Yeah, it's creepy,
It's not
which is
real.
that's what you want from a boogeyman.
What is this?
Yeah, the fact that we haven't seen the monster yet bodes really well.
Yeah.
Fake that comes for your kids when you're not paying attention.
Oh, what's that guy's name? Dave DeSmallchin. David DeSmallchin. I like him.
You believe me?
What's that?
The patient that he had there, his name is David DeSmallchin. He's been in a ton of stuff. He's good.
I thought David Small Chin. Huh. Huh. I thought
alright.
you meant. I thought for sure you meant David Schwimmer. Not to cast aspersions. All due respect, no disrespect.
Yeah. No disrespect.
All right, that was the Boogeyman. I'll drop the sound in. I guess I don't know. Maybe I'll like cut the trailer in or something, and we'll
Yeah,
get
well,
pulled for
yeah,
copyright
maybe.
violation
Yeah, yeah.
instantly.
Dan, what'd you think?
Well, Rob, I liked it.
Right.
I think
It looks
doesn't-
creepy.
Yeah, for sure. You're not getting a ton. It's just it's a bit of a more of a teaser
Which is
style
better.
trailer.
I mean,
yeah, for sure. I don't want to see too much up front. It's very modern. It's clearly, I don't know, it's taking some liberties right off the bat with the source material, which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
no, that's fine.
Yeah.
No, I like it. I don't know, the idea, yeah, like having like the whole backstory of the boogeyman, like from the short story at least, the thing in the closet that comes out and like kills these kids and whatever. I mean, it's just like a creepy ass idea, and this looks like they're just continuing that, in the dark, in the shadows, this thing just like lurking around and whatever.
Yeah,
Creepy.
so we kind of described it as it was happening, but I really like that opening little bit with rolling the moon ball under the bed there.
Oh.
It's like I don't know. It's a hard thing to innovate on the horror movie trope of like shining the light and then just shining it just so that you see the monster. And just like the sort of like, I mean, the problem with light is that it's like instantaneous, right? So if you have like the soft glow rolling, you get some movement. It's a little bit of suspense. It's quite nice, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I like
like it.
I liked it.
Now, am I not at all surprised to see that the Quiet Place guys are once again writing a movie about a father defending his children from some monster?
Uh-huh.
I would say I'm not surprised.
Yeah. I guess that's just their deal. They're just like, we're just dads that care. We just,
He's going to go up to the monster. He's going to say, "You break her heart, I'll break your neck." Or like, what's the other thing dads say before prom where they're like, "If you fuck her, I'm going to fuck you."
Yeah. Oh man, that's a good one.
If you have sex with her, I have sex with you, buddy. I'm 45.
I'm 45 and I will fuck you. Yeah, I mean, dads are pretty fucked up when you think about it. Uh,
What are you
I don't
talking about? They save their little kids from the monster.
Yeah, this
That's
guy Chris
huge.
Messina. What else is he in? I feel like I've seen his
Funky
face.
Chris Messina. What do we know him from?
Yeah, I don't know, he's just. I guess he's just been in a bunch of stuff. He just has one of those faces. Just looks like a guy.
Yeah.
You know.
And who's the guy you were excited about one more time? David Thin Lips?
Yeah, David Desmalchin.
David Desmalchin. There we go. From
Yeah.
Dune.
Guy's in Dune. He's in. He was in The Suicide Squad, the James Gunn movie.
Mm-hmm.
Playing Polka Dot Man, a fan favorite. What else? Yeah, the guy's in a ton of shit. I don't know. This looks like a lot of fun. A lot of fun at the cinema.
Yeah, I mean, maybe not a ton to unpack here.
No, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll post a link to the to the YouTube channel if you guys can't figure out how to fucking get to YouTube.
That only seems fair, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So for the rest of, I mean, we don't have trailers for these other ones.
No.
But we can.
Do you want to take a break and then get into it a little bit?
Oh, I like it. All right. Let's take a break and we'll be right back to talk about
well, among other things,
like what?
I was going to say we got a Salem's Lot movie, a Pet Cemetery sequel, some other shit.
Yeah, we got stuff. All right. Let's take a break and we'll be right back.